And I think you kind of joined us right when Hurricane Hermine was stepping into Tallahassee.
I did.
So you got the full brunt of everything.
Yes, that was week 1, so nothing like a welcome to Tallahassee,
right?
like a hurricane.
Hermine was welcoming you here.
She was indeed, but luckily we are not seeing the effects of Hurricane Hermine. Instead, we did just see a little bit of a light, or rather some rain that moved through the area. This is from Madison, our weather came out in Madison County. There was a little bit of that rain that moved through earlier, but as I just mentioned, a lot of that really began to lighten up. So let's go ahead and take a look at these temperatures that we saw for the day today. For the most part in Tallahassee, we actually saw a high of about 91 degrees on average. That high is about 88, so fairly average, just a few degrees warmer. But as we head into the rest of this work week, temperatures will feel a little bit closer to average than what we saw today. Right now in Tallahassee, 79 degrees for the most part. Temperatures even in Thomasville and Valdosta staying in those upper 70s. Mostly cloudy skies through much of the area, except for Valdosta seeing a bit of a clearing. Let's take a look at our Titan radar. Much calmer than what we were seeing earlier, with just a few showers trying to pass through the area. But again, a lot of that should really begin to wind down as we head through the day for tomorrow. Here's a look at tomorrow's school bus forecast, dropping the kids off with a temperature of about 75 or so. That rain chance will really increase as we work our way through the day tomorrow.
Looks like they enjoyed it, so.
Yeah, I mean, we had a rainy afternoon, just not quite the beer fest afternoon that they had. But unfortunately, that rain's likely to stick around for a little bit for tomorrow. So here's what we have going on at the St. Teresa webcam. Just take a look at this. Partly cloudy, cleared out just a little bit. We're still seeing a few clouds, but we are actually able to see a little bit of the stars before some of that extra cloud cover moved right back in. Now, we are still watching the tropics. We do have tropical depression Julia still sitting off to the east of South Carolina. In fact, it really hasn't moved in the last few days, and it's likely to continue to weaken before slowly working its way up towards the North Carolina coast. Moving a little bit further away from us over near Africa, we actually have a disturbance with an 80% chance of turning into a tropical depression in the next 5 days. It's a couple hundred miles south of the Cape Verde Islands, but we are also watching a tropical storm. That is Tropical Storm Carl. As we take a look at its forecast track, it's going to continue working its way towards the east, and rather towards the west for much of the first half of the work week. Notice how your tropical storm doesn't really strengthen. It's going to maintain its tropical storm status, but it's as we are moving up into the second half of the week that we're likely to start seeing it reaching that hurricane status, a Category 1 hurricane. So far, this track has it staying away from us. Could become an issue for the northeastern states, but it's still really too far to tell for sure. Here's a look at your Titan radar from the last 3 hours. Even just from 3 hours ago, quite a big difference from what we were seeing in the afternoon. The sun went down, your rain chances really began to dwindle away, leaving with just a little bit of showers right now. Temperatures right now all across the board, mainly right about the mid to upper 70s. Winds fairly calm, light and variable, and that will be the case as we head through tomorrow. Look at your satellite and radar. There's this cold front that's sitting right over most of the eastern portion of the country. We play this forward. That cold front's going to try to continue scooching closer to us. That helped bring in a little bit of rain for today. That's what we saw earlier today and what we will continue to see. Obviously, this particular forecast model a bit on the aggressive side with the amount of rain. We clearly weren't seeing that much when I showed you the radar earlier. But as we head into the overnight hours into tomorrow morning, as I just mentioned, a lot of that likely to not be in existence. We might see a little bit of a spotty shower when you start your day for tomorrow. But for the most part, a lot of that heavier rain is going to hold off until the second half of the day, mainly in the afternoon hours. And then as the sun goes down, yet again, that rain chance is really going to dwindle away as well. Could see some clearer skies for the western portions of the area as we head into tomorrow night. Your beach and boating forecast, northwest winds 5 to 10 knots, fairly calm water with a UV index of 9, so pretty high with a rip current risk. Fairly moderate as far as your 7-day forecast goes, mainly in the lower 90s throughout much of the area. Again, you do have that 40% chance of seeing some rain, mainly in the second half of the day, and that rain chance really sticks around through quite a bit of this work week.
You know, fall is on Thursday, but it's not fall.
It doesn't feel like fall just yet, but give it time.
We had Alex Cordero in here yesterday spraying his fall pumpkin spray to get us in the mood. So maybe that'll help in spite of the 90-degree temperature.
I hope so.
All right, stay with us. We have sports coming up right after the break.